How's it going, everyone? It's me, Sanitary 103. So today's video, I wanted to talk about the show My 600-Pound Life on TLC. What spawned me to do this video was that a few years ago I did a similar video talking specifically about an episode that I saw with respect to a girl patient named Pauline, and she was just constantly making excuses, and I was really frustrated because she was given all the resources needed, yet she just kept making excuses and didn't want to lose the weight. And it's easy to immediately just get angry at the person and say, what's going on? It's pretty simple. Eat less, work out more. That is true, but there's a lot of underlying issues that causes someone to get to that state, 600 plus pounds. So in today's video, I wanted to go over 3 common themes and reasons as to why someone can get to that state. It seems unfathomable, but it can happen. Now, there's probably more than 3 reasons, or a mixture of different reasons, but I want to keep this video, I don't want to make it like 25 minutes. And the first fundamental common theme that I notice with these patients that gets them to this really unhealthy state, this morbidly obese state, is they've all experienced some sort of trauma, usually childhood trauma, and it carries over into their life, and they use food as comfort, whether it's physical abuse, being hit, mental abuse, sexual abuse, child molestation, the parents getting divorced, some type of separation, whatever it is, there's something that fundamentally scarred them during their childhood, and they used food for comfort. So that is one common theme that I noticed that causes someone to get to this point. Another, the second common theme that I notice is that, what was it? I got it. They're surrounded by a bunch of enablers. Now, I shouldn't say all the people on the show, but the majority of them, once you get to that point where you're 600 plus pounds, 700 pounds, you're immobile. They sit in bed all day and they just eat. And some of them can't even move around. There's a few of them that do, but a lot of them, especially in this season, they can't even move around. So if they can't move around, they have a hard time just getting up and getting food. So what do they have? Enablers. Their mom, aunts, uncles, sisters, and friends, they come, they go, I want this, I want Chinese food, I want pizza. And voila, the person just brings it to them. That is typical definition of enabling, and it's a fragmented and dysfunctional relationship. So a lot of times the person that's morbidly obese needs a lot of help, but also the enabler, because the enabler is making it easy. It's basically, you're basically giving someone the syringe and just ejecting the heroin. I mean, you're giving them, you're slowly killing them. But usually the enabler says, well, I just want them to be happy, and they get really moody, and this is their only form of comfort. So you can see how it's just that vicious cycle. And the third common theme is that, and trust me on this, if you got this far in the video and you think that I'm being too lenient and giving these people excuses, I'm not, because the third common theme is a lack of personal responsibility. I'm extremely compassionate, to people that have endured a lot of type of trauma. Trust me, I feel you on that, but there comes a point where you have to grab the bull by the horn, so to speak, and you have to be fed up, hit rock bottom, and take responsibility. You're given all the resources. You're on a TV show. A lot of it's, I don't know all the details, I don't know all the financial details, but you're getting on TV, you're getting an appearance fee, they're paying for a lot of stuff. The Dr. Nowzaradan, TLC, the network, they're paying for, ambulances, transportation, therapists for mental stability, getting psychotherapy, just all the hospital expenses, being in the hospital. There's just a lot of stuff, and even through all that, some people on the show, they just don't want to take personal responsibility. They're like in denial. They know they're screwing up, but they just can't do nothing about it. So yeah, I just wanted to give you my thoughts on the or the reason as to why someone gets to that level. It can change, but those three common themes need to be addressed. The enabling needs to stop. If you have some type of trauma, that's why on the show sometimes the patients have to get therapy, seeing a shrink, and then personal responsibility comes to a point where, like, Dr. Now gives them a tough love and says, this is pretty much it. This is a life and death situation, and they choose to just keep playing Russian roulette on their life, because when you're that big, you're a huge risk for surgery. And for people that don't know on the show, sorry, maybe I didn't talk about it earlier, but Dr. Now, he specializes in gastric bypass surgery, gastric sleeves, stuff like that, but you need to be at a certain weight. Oh, and he also does skin removal surgery. But anyway, like I was saying, when you're that morbidly obese and you're that unhealthy, you're at a high risk to not even make it alive after you have a surgery. That's why he recommends them to lose X amount of weight in a couple of months, and to prove to him that they're capable of doing it on their own, losing a little bit of weight, maybe 50 pounds, 70 pounds, and then being approved for the surgery. Because the gastric bypass surgery is not a magic procedure. Yes, it does cause one to not be able to eat as much, but slowly but surely you can actually gain the weight back. So that is my time for this video. Let me know your guys and gals' thoughts. So this is just a educational video, I guess you can say, because sometimes it makes you wonder, like, how can someone, you know, what happens between 300 pounds to 600? Like, what is going on? You know, for the average person, it's like, you can't comprehend it. You just can't. But seeing this pattern, there's a lot of mental trauma, and the majority of the problem starts from right here. And that's pretty much the gist of it. So that is my time. Thanks for watching. Comments, questions, always welcome, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.